Welcome back to TechKidFX for another GRT price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the GRT chart, which at the time of this recording has continued to hold above the 20-day MA and has also continued to obey the Elliot structures. And before I give you my next price targets here on the GRT chart, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership, and allow me to continue with the video here on the daily chart by first giving you a quick recap of what has been happening, where you can see that from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a massive bounce to the upside, seeing the all-time high at around the $2.9 mark in what I'm terming as that first wave to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we started the bear market, where we had been seeing lower prices giving us a low at around the $0.0518 mark in what I'm terming as the low for that higher Elliott wave count 2. And after seeing the formation of a larger Elliott wave count 2, whatever we expect here on the long-term scenarios is a massive bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3, where I have target areas to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $4.6866 mark, and that is what I'm expecting GRT to do on the long-term scenarios. And jumping to the 4-hour chart to give you the short-term scenarios and also my next price targets here on the GRT chart. Here on the 4-hour chart, you can see that after making our lower low at around the $0.0518 mark, we started this massive bounce to the upside in a move that had been obeying the Elliott wave structures, having that as the first wave. Then we saw this corrective structure in the formation of that wave 2, then saw a massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, giving us a peak at around the $0.2325 mark. And after seeing the high for that wave 3, whatever we expected next is a corrective structure in the formation of that wave 4, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the second wave to the high of that wave 3, that gave me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 4 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, and that lies between the $0.1653 mark and the $0.1444 mark, and it is within this red target area that I was expecting to see the low for this fourth wave. And after seeing the low for that wave 4, whatever we expect here on the short-term scenarios is a massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 5, which is an impulsive wave, and because of its impulsive nature, I'm also expecting to see a 5-wave structure in formation within the formation of that wave 5, having the wave 5, which is a fractal wave, fully maximizing our target areas to the upside in the formation of this wave 5. And I believe we are seeing such a scenario over here. And if I zoom in so that we can see that better, you can see that after making our low in the formation of that wave 4, we started this massive bounce to the upside in a move that has now given us a peak at around the $0.1873 mark in what I'm terming as that first wave to the upside. And after seeing the high for that wave 1, we started this corrective structure in a move that has now given us the low for that wave 2, and I believe we are now starting a massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 before we can expect a wave 4, and then push even higher in the formation of this wave 5 to fully maximize our target areas in the formation of this wave 5, and getting to see whether the wave 2 down here has done the minimum that we expect a second wave to the lower side to do by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low of the first wave, that is the wave 1 down there, to the high of that wave 1. That gave me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, and that is between the $0.1688 mark and the $0.1632 mark. And after seeing our low in the formation of that wave 2, whatever we expect next is this bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, and sketching out minimum target areas to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.2404 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that wave 3 to the upside to do. And once the high for that wave 3 is in, then we can expect a wave 4 and then push even higher in the formation of that wave 5. And in the formation of that wave 3, for it to play out, there are key moves that we need to continue watching, and the very first one is a break above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which at the time of this recording we have managed to break above, and we are trading above the 20-day MA, meaning we have the support that we need for us to continue pushing even higher, and also see a break above the wave 1 high at around the $0.1868 mark. And once we manage to break above the wave 1 high, then that will be enough confirmation that whatever we are seeing over here is that massive bounce to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 to fully fully maximize our target areas, and also sketching out my minimum target area to the upside in the formation of these larger ETH 5 using the trend-based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of that wave 3. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 5 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.277 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting that wave 5 to the upside to do. And once we fully maximize it, then we can name that 5-wave structure to the upside as an even larger ETH 1 to the upside. So that is what I'm expecting here on the short-term scenarios. And also taking a look at the indicators on the RSI, we are trading at around the 62 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices in the formation of that wave 3, and also that larger ETH 5 to the upside. And also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have been able to print a bullish cross, and we're also seeing an increase in the buying volume, meaning higher prices in the formation of that wave 5 will be fully supported here on the MACD. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.